listen-only mode.
Hello everyone, welcome to HASH webinar on why SAP Fiori should be our next IT investment. My name is Ram Nandireddy. I'm a SAP User Experience Practice Lead at HASH Technologies, primarily working on all SAP UI technologies and key tools, mainly focusing on Fiori. In today's session, I'll talk about all around Fiori and why SAP Fiori should be our next IT investment. Before we kick it off, I want to go briefly about our HASH Technologies, what we do, who we are. HASH Technology is a US-based SAP consulting firm, 20 years old, have global offices, having customers across all sizes. It's an SAP service powerhouse with a 250 plus project experience, including 100 plus implementations, 75 plus upgrades, 25 global rollouts, 50 plus AMS projects. It has like around 2,200 consultants across globe. It's a strategic partner to SAP and one-stop shop for Fiori, application support and maintenance, implementation, upgrades, rollouts, hosting and cloud, software licensing, and it has like all bunch of pre-configured all-in-one solutions. This is going to be the agenda of today's session. First, I talk about what is Fiori, how it's going to benefit your organization. I'll be doing a live demo on desktop and tablet. We'll talk about the solution offerings we have, followed by system requirements to deploy the Fiori apps. Finally, we save some time for question and answers. So during the webinar, if you have any question, please type it in the questions tab. I'll answer as many as I can following the presentation. Let's go to discussion about Fiori. Before going to Fiori, the way people work, consume content, and experience technology to get things done is changing at rapid pace. And there is a growing expectation and demand in the workplace for consistent and consumer-friendly user experience when using technology to accomplish a task. Addressing all these needs for today's business user, SAP has launched SAP Fiori, because SAP users are still using traditional SAP GUI. So what is Fiori? Fiori is a new experience that applies modern design principles, providing a role-based experience across all lines of business, tasks, and devices. It enables a consistent and holistic user experience that is personalized, responsive, and simple. It will boost your productivity and satisfaction and help the user to get the job done much simpler. So it's basically a set of apps that address the most broadly and frequently used SAP functions, such as like workflow approvals, information lookups, and self-service tasks. And they provide simple and easy to use access across desktop, tablets, and smartphones. It's more than just a new interface. It's a set of cross-device applications, among the other things, allow users to start process on their desktop and continue to work on tablet or smartphone. So these apps are developing on a new technology called SAP UI5 framework. SAP Fiori is a new phase of SAP user experience because of the design principles it has and the technology they use. The main 5 design principles of Fiori is a role-based, responsive, simple, coherent, delightful. What is role-based? It's designed for your business, for your needs, and how you work. It draws from our broad insights on the multifaceted roles of today's workforce. It provides the right information, right time, and reflects the way you actually work. Responsive. What's responsive? It enables you work however or whatever you want, regardless of device you use, and it provides relevant information that allows for instant sight. It's simple. It's simple to use so that you can complete your job intuitively and quickly. It helps focusing what is important, the essential function, and easy to use. You can personalize the experience to focus on your relevant tasks and activities. Coherent. What's coherent? Whether you do like fulfill a sales order or review a latest KPI or manage a leave request, SAP Fiori adheres to consistent interaction and visual design across the enterprise. You enjoy the same kind of feeling, consistent experience, multiple devices, multiple apps. Apart from making you work smarter, it also enriches your work experience by allowing you simply do your job. That's delightful. By having this design technology, it makes more easy to use with a better productivity. There are three different types of Fiori application types: transactional, analytical, and fact sheets. What's a transactional? These apps let you perform the transactional tasks like change, create, approve. They represent like a simplified use and interaction with your existing business process and solution. They run best on SAP HANA, but can also be ported to other databases with the acceptable performance. Analytical. These are called like graphical apps. These apps let you get a role-based insight into your real-time operation of a business, correcting and displaying the key figures directly on your browser. They can be a SAP Smart Finish application, but can also be other analytical, predictive, and planning applications. These applications combine the data using the analytical power of HANA with the integration and interface. It will use the components of a business suite to display your KPIs on the browser. They provide real-time information, a large volume of data with a simplified front end. We need HANA to run the analytical apps. The third one is the fact sheet apps. These apps display the contextual information and key facts about central objects used in your business operations. These are designed to be harmonized and intuitive. From a fact sheet area, you can drill down to other apps. You can easily navigate from one fact sheet to other fact sheet. For example, like you can navigate a document to a related business partner to master data. To run the fact sheet apps, we need to have HANA. What does the transaction app look like? If you take a look at the picture, in a real-world scenario, this is the common application called creation of sales order. You are a sales representative. You are going to create a sales order working with the customer. So all these applications, the pre-built functions can be shown in this transaction app. This is how the transactional app of the sales order looks like. What does the fact sheet app look like? Once the sales order has been approved, it becomes invoice. Now I'm going to see the sales invoice. I'm going to see the high-level information about invoice, amount due. I can see the data that was entered, and I can see the customer that's being billed. So all these information, I can drill down deeper, specifically what are the line items, what is email address of the customer. All this drill down information can be seen on a fact sheet app. This is an example of a sales order display fact sheet app. So you can navigate to all related entities from one app to other app. How does the analytical app look like? If I am a sales manager, I want to see the net sales on the go because I have my tablet. I want to do really quickly bring up the application that shows me all the past and present net sales. So these apps displays the information in a graphical format or a design format, a table format. Displays all our key performance indicator like a sales on the screen. This is how it's going to look. It will display the planned amount, the history data, all this information. Coming to other version of the Fiori app called SAP Smart Business Cockpits. These are a combination of the multiple analytical apps specific to one business process. If you take a look, this Smart Business Cockpit for inventory management, sales order fulfillment. It will insight to action cockpit. It analyze, evaluate, and strategic operational KPIs in real time and trigger the right action. It's responsive and personalized, and it's seamless. The look and feel looks very good. It's beautiful to look. Now I want to highlight the new Fiori Launchpad. So if we take a look at the picture here, this is how it's going to look like. I'm going to show the demo, how the Launchpad looks like. This is a single point of entry for all our Fiori applications. The reason why this is so important, you may be having a Fiori application in CRM, SRM, and ECC. All these applications will appear in the Launchpad. So each tile, if you see the boxes called the tile, each tile on the Launchpad represents one Fiori application. And we also have a concept called a group. Here the buyer and field sales represented are Fiori tile groups. And it's important to know that how these tiles appear on the Launchpad screen. These buyer and sales represented are standard SAP role I assigned in the backend to show up on my Launchpad screen. If you establish, configure the Launchpad, it's going to be different employee in your organization. A simple example like, you are my manager and I am your employee. So my manager will have all these approves timesheet, create timesheet, whereas myself only having is create timesheet and create the expense sheet. So again, the key concept is, Fiori Launchpad is a role-based security. It doesn't change the existing role concept in SAP. There is one more advantage of using the Fiori apps. You can access the Fiori apps on your mobile phones or tablets. How we can mobilize the Fiori apps? You need to install a SAP Fiori client on your mobile device. It's available in iOS, Android, and Windows Store. It will, all the potential performance issues on mobile browsers can be optimized by running the Fiori apps using SAP Fiori client. It will enable to view a single app or entire Fiori Launchpad in this mobile app. All the basic set of our device features like camera, barcode scanning, everything can be available in this Fiori client. With the combination of the Cordova plugins and barcode scanning, all these features can be accessed from your mobile device when you access the Fiori app using Fiori client. There is one more way to access the Fiori apps through our enterprise portal. So if you have the EP already installed and you are using it, you can either integrate your complete Fiori Launchpad, which can be accessed through a tab section or one single Fiori app. So if you take a look here, there are around 600 plus Fiori apps available in the Fiori store right now across multiple business modules. The major finance, they have a lot of apps available. All are the SAP standard apps available, ready to deploy in your environment. Who and why a Fiori is needed? A customer who is using SAP landscape could be a CRM, ECC, or SRM, or anything else, and who are looking for a heterogeneous environments like multiple devices, multiple OS, multiple user interfaces. And if you have the business users complaining about the usability of SAP, having simplification, looking for a simplifying screen, right time, accessing multiple devices, and who are considering to use it, migrate your business suite on HANA, and who may have like a mobilization plan. Those people can really look at Fiori. Why Fiori is needed? Because it reduces your transaction complexity, not many fields on the screen, only a few mandatory fields to complete our task. It improves the productivity by simplifying and automating day-to-day tasks across multiple devices. It boosts your adoption with appealing user experience design, tailored key tasks, and activities. And it increases your compliance and data quality by making it easier to enter the information with a less number of data quality errors. By having all these benefits, it will obviously decrease the training time, and it supports the simple and role-based scenes that will ramp up or minimize your user errors. And it doesn't need any additional middleware. You don't need to have additional hardware to install anything else. It can be easy to use. How the Fiori benefits your enterprise? So it has multiple benefits for each role of your enterprise, like employee, management, IT. As an employee, it improves the productivity and impacts your business results by getting the job done anytime, anywhere, like entering a timesheet, submitting expenses, or creating a PO, creating a sales order. As a manager, it streamlines the business process and impacts your business results with a delightful user experience. You can approve the PO, approve the timesheet, approve the expenses on fly. Coming to the IT team, definitely it enhances your satisfaction because of the cross-device support. There is no need to keep on upgrading your software. I want to take one typical scenario in every organization, like creation of purchase order. Creation of purchase order in a purchasing department is a complex process which needs to update to many fields, navigation to multiple tabs. Let us assume a scenario like, if you have an employee who is doing this job, earning a 70K per annum, the time it takes to complete the job is 5 minutes, a number of POs created are 50, and if the training is needed for the new joiners, the number of training hours by trainee is 2 days, the training hours spent per year is 48 hours, and assuming the cost per training hour is $100, and if there are like 200 support tickets in a year to create a purchase order, and the cost per support ticket is $100, there are like 500 errors in a year with this PO creation, and it will take like $25 to correct the error. Number of change requests are 10. By taking all these considerations, SAP come up with a user experience calculator. You could save up to 40K annually when you install the purchase order creation Fiori app on your landscape. So it will vary based on the business case. So if you go to the custom scenario or any other different app you're looking for, it will vary your annual savings. Now I want to quickly go through the demo. Let me log on to Fiori Launchpad. So if you take a look, this is the standard out-of-the-box Fiori Launchpad that you're going to get when you install and activate a couple of services. And I'm going to enter my user ID here, password. Maybe I enter wrong password. Let me enter another one. It's going to load all the Fiori apps assigned from backend, the buyer, field service representative, field service representative, GL manager. These are the couple of roles I have in my backend role. It's too user friendly, and if you don't want to, see all the tiles, you can easily go here, right click here. Let us say if you are a sales guy, you don't want to track your sales order, you can click here, you can remove or move, or you can do any settings. If you want to get the app back, you can just need to choose the reset button. So it's too easy to use, and whatever the apps, whatever roles you assign, you'll get it. And all the standard roles, like you should have a role to create a sales order, a VA01, change sales order, VA02. Then along with that, additional roles will be added to access the Fiori apps. So let us take a look at one of the app called Approve Purchase Orders. If I take a look at this app, it's going to display all the POs assigned for your approval. This will give the vendor information, what's the material, and you can hide this information if you want. You can hide it here. If you want, it will display the account assignment, delivery date, plant, what are the items, or if you want to go to the item information, you can drill down to item information. What is the quantity, what is the price on each material, what is the material group, delivery, plant, address, pricing condition, all the information. And you can choose go back. It will go back to where you're from. Then let us say take a look at this one. You can approve, reject, or forward. All of our standard workflow configuration will be triggered here. Nothing changing in the back end, only the front end look and feel is going to change. So if I take a look at here, it's going, let us say we are going to approve it. So approve the PO and choose OK. It's going to approve, and one of the PO will be reduced from your list. So if you want to go back, you can go back here, go to home. If you want to go back, you go back, choose home page, you can go back here. So then I want to show the similar kind of demo using my iPad. So let me mirror my iPad here. I hope everybody can able to see my iPad. So this is the SAP Fiori client. I installed my iPad. You go inside here. So I need to enter the same Fiori Launchpad what I show in the desktop. I already configured here. I'm going to enter the user ID password so that I can access the Fiori Launchpad. Okay, you see here the look and feel is the same and responsive. It will automatically adjust based on the screen size. Since I'm using a tablet, you can able to see the tile is bigger. So if you see the approved purchase orders here, the count automatically updated, it becomes 5. So go back here, go inside this one. So you can see the same information, whatever information. Navigate here, go back. If you want to go back to home page, double tap, you go to home page. Now I want to talk about one more scenario. We have a requirement from one of our a major engineering and equipment company. So they want to develop a custom Fiori app because we don't have any standard Fiori app available in the Fiori store. The requirement is, a service representative guy is going to travel on fly, and he wants to see all the service orders assigned to him so that he can access the service order information and take necessary actions. If I take a look at here, there are 4 service orders assigned to me, and one is a critical one, so that I can easily navigate to this app and take a look. Okay, so I have been assigned like 4 service orders. So the priority 3 one is the high priority one. This will display the information: who is the customer, what's the status, when it's created, what's the finish date, what is the work center, and what are the items that I'm going to maintenance or do service action. I can go to information. Okay, this is the material, this description, this is the quantity. Then if you want to add an item, you can choose the edit button here. That will pop up, create a new item. You can add a new item here. If it doesn't want, you can say no. Or if you want to add a note here, okay, you can add a note so that next person can see what you're going to do that. And if you want to take a on-fly attachments or photos, you can choose the plus button here. You can take a photo kind of thing here. And if you want to take a look at the history, so you can see all the history. So who are what are the service orders I service for this customer? So similarly, you can see all the service orders what are assigned to him. So this is one attachment I have been attached for this service order. So what I'm trying to say here is, so the look and feel for the custom app as well as the standard Fiori app will be same. So we have the capability to develop a custom Fiori app. So let's go back to, let me stop mirroring this one. Let's go back to demo here. Okay, now we have a RDS solution to deploy all the standard Fiori apps. Before we go to question and answer system requirements, let us talk about what are the HASH RDS solutions. So what is RDS? It's a fast time to value. It will quickly address your specific needs with a seamless rapid deployment tools having best practices. It clearly prices services and project timeframes. It will ensure your predictable outcome. It's modular and yet integrated so that it will ensure a long-term landscape integrity. It supports all environments, on-premise, mobile, cloud, and it's delivered by HASH. So before we talk about the system requirements, so HASH offers some service offerings with the implementation effort of 6 weeks to deploy any 10 out-of-the-box Fiori apps. It includes initial preparation, understand your specific use cases, your system landscape so that we can do some custom demo based on your needs, prepare the blueprint document, followed by system installation of the QA and production, installing all the front-end Fiori add-ons, setting up the backend system, activate necessary services, and followed by the go-live and post-production support, including end-user training. It's a low-cost, low fixed-cost implementation, doesn't change based on the company size, and it's easy to measurable cost. So any of the apps that you can see here, I took a few apps out of the SAP box. Any 10 apps across any different role can be easily deployed in 6 weeks. For all additional apps, after 10 apps, it doesn't take 6 weeks because you already have the system set up already. It doesn't take maybe a couple of weeks for additional 10 apps. Next, I talk about the architecture, system requirements, and the deployment options we have. Before we go to architecture, I want to talk about different components that make up the standard Fiori implementation. And the first one is a NetWeaver gateway. Easiest way to explain this is gateway is pretty much a middleman between SAP business logic, the backend that contains not only ABAP logic as well as your database tables. It's interface between backend and the front-end UI. In the case UI is a Fiori. It allows to do a couple of different things. It launches Fiori application, and if I want to see some data, and the data is going to back and forth from SAP backend to front end, if you want to update a record or create a new record, so all these actions will be done through NetWeaver gateway. So it has two deployment options like Central Hub or Embedded. Central Hub is basically a two separate server we maintain backend and front end. Embedded is both your gateway and the backend will be in the same server. The recommended approach we do is a Central Hub that will segregate your business and front-end logic. The next is SAP UI add-on. This add-on contains all your UI file libraries, the Fiori Launchpad, UI tools. And there is one more thing, SAP Theme Designer. It's a custom branding and color scheme for your Fiori screens. It doesn't need any additional coding. It's easy to drag and drop functionality. You can do it your own. The next we have a Fiori application. They sit top of the NetWeaver and SAP UI file. So one important thing is here the Fiori application consumed via BSP. So it will be saved as a BSP application. since they are running as a BSP applications, your standard NetWeaver security applies. The last one is the OData. OData is the business logic will be represented in a form of OData service. It will be consumed in our front-end gateway server. It provides all our back-end and the front-end configuration. This is the typical really quick, I want to highlight the Fiori architecture here. So this is for the central hub deployment. You have your mobile device and desktop browser. So it will be between your firewall and connected to your gateway. It uses like a reverse proxy, and a gateway establishes a trusted connection front-end to a front-end mobile device. This example, like, we need to have a ECC specified, but, it will vary based on the landscape you have. So this is all the typical Fiori architecture. So what is needed to deploy the Fiori apps? You need SAP Fiori Gateway 2.0, a minimum service pack level 07. You need SAP UI5. You need to have one of the SAP Business Suite applications depending on the app you want to deploy. Could be a CRM, ERP, or SRM, or SCM. Depending on the app you want to deploy, you may need to go for analytical and fact sheet. Then you need to have SAP HANA. So there is an option to customize the SAP delivered applications, how we do traditional enhancements in our SAP backend. So we can still do that. You can configure the backend so that automatically the customized will be appear on the front end. You can hide a field on the front end. You can add a new field. You can change the screen layout. If you want to add a new view, you can add it so that it will navigate a new view. All the standard enhancements can be applicable in this Fiori also. SAP given like a specified enhancements path where you can do the front-end enhancements. The other one is creating the custom Fiori applications. It's still possible to create a custom Fiori applications as I show in the demo. It looks exactly similar to the Fiori app, the standard Fiori app. It will have all the theming capabilities, including CSS styles. It's for, you can do the Fiori custom app for any business scenario, whatever you want. It doesn't, change the look and feel. You feel it's the same as the standard Fiori app, and it can integrate very easily with your SAP landscape via gateway. It supports the full integration with the Fiori Launchpad. It has a seamless transition from a user perspective. It uses SAP UI5 technology. It's an open source technology, so that it has all the flexibilities to do all the custom controls. It has a lot of libraries in the UI5. It will have less coding when you want to use SAP Theme Designer. So before we wrap up our going to question and answer, so let us go through the past facts about Fiori. Fiori is the SAP UI5 feature. A lot of investment made in SAP Fiori and UI5 to provide a next generation user experience. 600 plus pre-built applications available right now in Fiori apps library across ERP, CRM, SRM, and HANA. It allows to run anywhere, could be desktop, tablet, mobile devices. It uses the full security of NetWeaver. It runs a mobile portal, could be a web browser. It has the flexibility to enhance your standard Fiori apps that suits your customer needs. It's built on open source UI5, which gives us the ability to build a customized Fiori applications. It uses the open web standards such as HTML5 or CSS3, which can be allowed to full modifications. It's a lightweight protocol, easy to render. It doesn't take much time to render. One more thing I want to highlight is the fixed low cost. It's a low cost deployment. You can have measured returns by simplifying your business process, and will reduce your total cost of ownership and reduce your training.